gyms in Japan are the worst. So I'm leaving Japan in 4 days, and this is a video that I've thought about making for a long time, just to share my experience, to inform people. But to be honest, I really hate those foreigners who live in another country and then just moan about things all the fucking time. So I kept my mouth shut, but now that I've decided to leave, now that I am booked in to go, I've decided to make this video as a sort of word of warning, a little bit of helpful advice for a specific type of person. So if you're a casual gym goer, maybe you go 1, 2, 3 times a week, you go to the gym, you do a little bit of cardio, you use some of the machines, you'll be fine, don't worry about that. You'll find a gym close to where you are, it'll have all the basics that you need. And contrary to popular belief, there are actually some budget options popping up in the 3,000 to 5,000 yen range, 24-hour gyms. Never been in one myself, but from what I've seen, they look like they've got everything you'd need, you know, some treadmills, basic machines, all of the basic boxes ticked. This video is for people like myself who take the gym a little bit more seriously. You don't just show up and go through the motions. You follow a plan, you love to push yourself, you want to make progress. This video is for you, because whilst there are gyms here that do adhere to that pretty basic fitness philosophy of wanting to get something out of your time in the gym, wanting to see results, and you can watch this video right now to learn about the only gym that I've actually felt truly comfortable during my time in Japan. Most of the gyms unfortunately do not. I think the easiest way to summarize it all is this: if you are about to move to Japan and the gym is important to you, you might have a list of areas that you're looking at living in. I would research those areas and see what is available before making a decision, because whilst all areas, districts, stations will have gyms in a pretty similar price range, maybe 7,000 to 9,000 yen, what you get for that money in terms of the size of the gym, the facilities of that specific gym, even the enforcement of the excessive amount of rules these gyms have, the way they enforce those rules is going to vary drastically from gym to gym. So you don't want to make a mistake, in my opinion. If you've got tattoos like myself, cover them up. Do not even roll your long sleeves back a little bit, you'll get called out. Supersets on your plan? Forget about it. Don't use 2 things at once. And if you're sat on a bench, a machine, or any piece of equipment and you're taking a 1-minute rest between sets, don't even think about looking down at your phone, because you are going to get called out for that too. And you may have heard of some of these rules before, but these examples I've just given are not things that I've just read on a wall and I'm choosing to pick out. These are things that I have been called out on in the same phone call. That's right, a phone call about a workout that I was doing at 6 o'clock in the morning when there were no staff working, yet they must have gone in that morning, decided to watch everyone's workouts back on the security camera, jotted a list down and rang me in my own personal time in order to tell me off like I was a naughty schoolboy. In fact, fuck it, I'm going to call that gym out right now. Anytime Fitness, OCI branch. Brilliant gym, brilliant facilities, terrible management team. And when I talk about researching in advance, Google that right now. Anytime Fitness, OCI. Look at the reviews and it'll give you an idea of whether you'd want to join that gym or not. Guys, I am not a hater. I don't hate Japan. I don't hate gyms in Japan. There are some great gyms around. It's actually that lack of hate, which is exactly why I'm making this video for you. Because if you're about to move here, whether you're a student, whether it's for work, tourists, forget about it. The gyms are so expensive for a 1-day pass. Just filter fitness facilities on Agoda and pay a little bit extra for a hotel with a gym, because it's not worth paying for a 1-day pass. But if you are going to be moving here soon and the gym is important to you, which I assume it is because you've watched this video to this point, I'm advising you to do your research. Be aware that this isn't like America where there's big, well-equipped gyms everywhere. This isn't like that. Some of the gyms are terrible. Some of them are not well-equipped. Some of them, you'll go in there in peak hour and there'll be 1 bench, there'll be 1 squat rack, there'll be 1 of each machine, and you'll have to queue up and you'll have to time yourself when you're on there. And whilst franchise gyms like Anytime Fitness, JoyFit, whilst they sound good on paper, pay one price, 8,000 yen, get access to all the different gyms, what they do not take into account is that if your home gym, if your local gym is not adequate, you are going to have to travel, you are going to have to pay to travel in order to get to better better, more well-equipped gyms. So yeah, the gym cost will be covered, but they don't cover your travel costs. They don't cover your travel time when you're spending 30 minutes on a train to get there, 30 minutes back. It adds an hour onto your day. This all quickly adds up, and suddenly the whole process becomes inconvenient. It becomes draining. It becomes unenjoyable, which is exactly the opposite of what the gym and your fitness journey is supposed to be. So what I would advise you is make sure that your local gym is adequate first time. That's what I did when I moved back here a year ago, having spent 3-4 years living here before. I knew what options were available, and I made sure that I located myself somewhere where at least the gym experience that I had is going to suffice. Listen, brothers, hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please consider helping me out by dropping a like, comment down below if you've got any questions, subscribe to the channel for more content about gyms in Japan, general fitness, staying ripped and shredded, and the best country in the world that I've ever trained, which I will be relocating to in 4 days. Cannot wait. See you there. Bye bye.